Artyom really wide and welcome to my game review for Metro Last Light. I've been playing this game for the past week or so now, and I gotta say I've had a really fun time with this game, really fun experience, from its breathtaking graphics to its really fun and engaging gameplay. So let's talk about Metro Last Light.
Why did you black out the sun?
So Metro Last Light is a sequel to the bad ending of Metro 2033 and continues Artyom's journey with the decisions he made from the first game. Now Metro is based upon a book series which is available online to buy now, and comparing this to the actual game, it's a very different kind of direction, very different take. Metro Last Light is completely 100% original concept, a very original storyline the developers have chose to done, going away a different direction from the actual book series, which makes the game one of its strongest points. Now the game's available on PlayStation 3, PC and Xbox 360, which is the version I'm reviewing. Now the story continues Artyom's journey of him becoming a full engine after the events of the first game, and there's been kind of sightings and rumours of a surviving Dark One on top of the surface of Russia, and he basically has to go and investigate, go and try and find this surviving Dark One, while at the same time there's an upcoming war becoming between the different fractions of Metro. And the game itself is engaging from start to finish, from going from D6 to the kind of wastelands of Russia, to the quarantine sections. You're definitely not going to be avoided the environments, and definitely not going to avoid the emissions selections throughout the entire game. It's very fun, very interesting, just visually stunning to look at, from the fantastic beautiful graphic engine that we have in this game, from the people that you encounter along the way. Some characters that you recognise from the first game, some new characters with very interesting bubbly personalities from different backgrounds, or by just simply overhearing the conversation from the soldiers or the civilians while going in the market sections. It's worth paying attention to some of those conversations because it actually adds some actual insight into kind of what people think of the Metro and this upcoming war that's happening between the different fractions. It's very interesting. The amount of detail in this game is simply mind-blowing, and it has a very strong story experience from start to finish, and you definitely want to pursue and just continue on the game. And my only big problem with this game was the character named Annie. She was kind of the love interest for our kind of main character, and I felt that she was a bit kind of played around a little bit, a bit too much. I mean, first when we first saw her, she's kind of this cold kind of sniper person that she didn't really like, Artyom's character, and then all of a sudden, way into the game later on, that we haven't even seen her for ages, she comes back saying, "Oh, I'm all sorry," you know, kind of thing, and liking him again, and for things I'm not going to say for spoiler reasons, and she kind of just vanishes out of nowhere, and it's just kind of like, it's just our kind of love interest for our main character, really, and it's just like, I don't feel there's a strong connection between, especially me as an actual player, and especially between Artyom's character. I just feel like it's a bit random. I just don't think the character's well developed enough, which is a huge shame. It lets the game down just a little bit. Now the gameplay's improved massively for Metro 2033. First off, there's two selection modes you have. One is for your kind of weapon selection and your kind of throwing knives and your grenades, etc. The other side is for your gas mask, putting it on and charging up your light source, which is still a really awesome feature of the game. Now the stealth section of the actual game is really fun and really entertaining. It's definitely improved since the first game, with the over kind of sensitive, kind of like you make a cough sound or even a slight movement, or the entire army knows you there for some reason. But the actual funny thing is, this game is on the opposite of that. It's made it way too easy to be undetected. I mean, you just go in a very small kind of light source, and the enemies won't even know you're there. And so some of the sections, especially the early missions where you're doing kind of stealth sections, it was way too easy. I was going flying past enemies left, right and centre, just throwing my knives, knocking them out, killing them, whatever. It definitely improves later on in the game. It's a bit more tricky, especially within some of the different mission sections. It's definitely a lot more harder. But when you first start playing it, it's just way too easy, even on ordinary difficulty. I definitely recommend, if you want a full hard experience with the actual stealth, go on the full and hard difficulty, or if you've got the DLC, the Ranger pack, go on full on Ranger. I think it will make the actual stealth sections a lot more hard, a lot more trickier. But I do like the idea that you can actually turn off kind of lights and or shoot them, and you have the options of knocking them out or killing them, or just shooting them in the head with a silencer gun. Really satisfying, really entertaining, and just really fun. The action side of the gameplay is also really fun as well. You can go full guns blazing throughout the entire game if you want to. You don't have to do stealth at all if you don't want to. I would definitely say it's more challenging on top of the surface when you're on the Russian wastelands. Going against some of the huge creatures they have on there is it's so hard. Definitely from the ground level, from the swamp creatures to the kind of the demon creatures from above from the first game. It's actually really challenging, really hard. Definitely you're pumping ammunition left, right and centre with these kind of creatures, and some won't just go down. There's definitely some tougher kind of big boss creatures later on in the game, especially the rhino creature and the big mama and the bear later on in the actual game. I would definitely recommend you have plenty of ammunition and definitely lots of health packs, because you're going to get your ass whooped if you don't otherwise. Now of course you get lots of different options with your weapons. Of course you get standard pistols with a silencer, you get your AK-47s, your sniper weapons. My personal favourite was the combat shotgun. I felt that was such an awesome weapon. I loved it within the first game, and I definitely improved it in this game. I just love pumping 6 shot rounds into an enemy, especially some of the big creature enemies on top of the surface. You're definitely going to be using that weapon a lot. I felt it was the most effective and just pumping, you know, just fucking die kind of thing. And it was really intense, really atmospheric and really fun, definitely for sure. I definitely love the actual look of the weapons also, this kind of pre-war, especially with the kind of customizations that you can do, the actual night vision or silencer or scopes or whatnot. So it's definitely open for a lot more customability in this one. So Metro Last Light is a beautiful looking game from the nasty wasteland weather with raindrops falling over your gas mask, you wiping it off, facing enemies left, right and centre. It's a really intense, really fun, atmospheric game with a very gripping storyline from start to finish, with a range of charming, likeable characters, so you just want the game to continue playing even when you finish the game. Now the game has some replay value from hard difficulties, from the range of DLC modes, the hardcore modes. There's 2 different choice endings for the actual game, the good ending and the bad ending, so it's worth going back and choosing a different kind of path to lead to a different ending. Could be interesting to do that, and plus re-experiencing some of the levels, experiencing some of the creatures and the atmosphere of some of the games are really fun and really enjoyable. Definitely is quite a long game. I would say roughly about 12 hours give or take, but definitely a really fun, really fantastic experience from start to finish. There's going to be some DLCs coming out soon, 4 DLCs. You can actually buy the season pass on Xbox Live if you want to right now, which offers some different characters, different point of views, and their kind of stories, linking into the main story. That's been my view for Metro Last Light. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Have you played the game? What did you think? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was bad? Let us know your opinions. Comment down below. Me, TGT. There you go.